Chloe had to go home. She was causing too much insanity. She gets wound up because she's kept in a little box at home in the house. She has no dog door. She has no animal friends. And she just lays on the couch all day waiting for someone to come home. It's just yake, yake, yake. At least give her a dog door. And then it's got a wooden privacy fence around the backyard, so even if she got to the outside backyard, she can't see anything but sky. So I told my son to give her a doggy door and cut some portals in that fence where she could look through. You put some chicken wire over it or something. You know? They're so afraid that she's gonna. She's a pit bull, but like I say, you know, I don't trust them. They got shit in their background, and Chloe, she loves our cat Zozo, but on this visit, she had Zozo in her mouth, and we're like, oh shit. Didn't hurt her, but still. She may have done that before, I don't know. Okay, I'm fighting talking about this, but I guess I'm going to have to get it out. I found out through my son that my sister, I have an older half sister and then a younger blood sister, whatever you want to call it. And I think she's mental. I don't know. It ain't my, I can't fix everybody. I can't fix everything. But she chose to stay away from us forever. And every time I see her, I get angry in about 14 seconds. And so fuck it, I don't want to be around it. I used to think she was a genius. My other sister is, geniuses, and I found out I'm the fucking genius, not them at all. My older sister, we're fine. She's just a strong introvert. She lives her life, I live mine. That's the way it is. And I will not be going to a funeral, I don't think. I don't do funerals. I just don't do funerals. I used to not kill bugs either, but I think they're coming to me to be set free, so I don't know. I just don't know. It's like the old king where they give the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Anyway, she called my older son, and he came to me the other day and said, for what it's worth, sounds like your sister's on her last legs. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with that information. He goes, I don't know either. Because she estranged them too, my sons. And it's just stupid. The reason she came up to stay away. So, anyway. It's like people wanting to make appointments and dates, and we'll do dinner on Thursday. It's like, we don't do that. And we've made it clear we don't do that. And if we made a plan on Thursday to have dinner, we may change it at the last minute. And we've made that crystal fucking clear. We told her, just, hey, we're here. Give a call, I'm on the way. We'll either say okay or not, But that's just one thing. People they don't hear you. You tell them you tell them the way it is, which most people don't even have the balls to do that, but we do. So here's the way it is. We don't get out much. We don't make plans, and we're not going to. If we're there, great. If we're not, then you deal with it. It's your fucking problem. Anyway, Thursday, trash day, 5:30 in the morning. So, if your family members are trying to guilt you into shit, they chose their life and they're living it. And that's just the way it's supposed to be. One day we'll all get up there in heaven and go, yeah, you played that part good. Anyway, right now, a lot of people are choosing to die. A lot of people. I heard from the V in the arm, over a billion are deceased, even though I heard that only 30% of those were the real deal. Then they managed to neutralize 70% of them. But what I heard, Jaco was talking to some guy yesterday, and he said by the year something, like 2030 or something, like, I forget, like a lot of the population, it was a high amount will be gone because of the bee in the arm, which I don't understand, because he even has cures. Jaco has cures. Med beds have cures. What's his name? Ishmael Perez pushes folium, which is supposedly a cure. Nicotine is a cure. And just having a positive attitude is a cure. This guy was talking about tattoos. What's his name? The hair cutter, tarot card guy that I can't figure out if he's gay or not. Chirac's gay. Doesn't matter. Anyway, he's talking about tattoos, and he's talking about the ink. And black goo, I guess, is the stuff that's in the V. And it takes over, it's nanobots, and it's really bad news. And he said a lot of the tattoo ink has that shit in it. And people get all tatted up, and then they become devil possessed or whatever, or mind blown or whatever, just from that black goo that's in the ink. But he said, when he checked in to his psychic level, whatever, that the black goo was in at least 3 of his tattoos, but his positive attitude had neutralized anything negative. And I've heard that about the bee in the arm, especially if you got it not wanting it. If you chose it, that's a different story. And then ran out and got every booster they sold, Ooh, God, oh my God, I can be that fucking stupid. Anyway, but like if they made you do it for the military or to keep your job or whatever, they say that even if you got the bad one, your body will neutralize it. So figure that one out. Goopy. I think that might be an airplane hangar. No, it's not wide. It's not wide enough for that. It's not wide enough for that. Can't be. Anyway, people try to guilt you and all kinds of shit. Just don't fall for it. And don't put yourself down because of it. And I will for days and days. But eventually, hopefully, I'll get over it. I have real trouble letting shit go. I know something is. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly where it's going, but I can't let it go. Like I bought a bike the other day from a guy. He was injured or whatever and couldn't ride anymore. And I told him, hey, I can scrape together this amount of money, which is only $100 less than what he was at, or $200, and then I came up $100. I can scrape together this amount of money to buy your bike. And in his mind, I was like, a sob story or something. So he sold me the bike to do me a favor or something, but it was only, ended up just $100 less than what he was asking. It's not that big a deal. And then, I did wait one day. And what's he fucking cruising marketplace for bikes anyway? Thought he couldn't ride no more. Anyway, he saw my ad. for about $1,500 more than I paid him. And he's like, so you only could scrape together this amount? And I said, well, I thought you saw by my profile, I buy and sell bikes. And everything we ride's for sale. And at the time, that is all I had for a bike. You know, many times. What the fuck is that? Oh no, that pipe. That fucking pipe they're gonna run across. Oh, I'm really confused now. What in the hell? They're gonna run that pipe across this road. Okay. Rainwater drain? No, they would run it down there. The river's down there. Wow. Anyway, so, I, tripped over that I kept telling myself, how long are you gonna beat yourself up over this? I think because I thought I hurt its feelings, And I got over it pretty quick. Normally I hang on to this shit and beat myself up for days. But we've been like that ever since we started. People, we can tell that they don't know we buy and sell, and somehow I don't give a fuck if you're gonna scrap the thing I'm selling you, as long as I get a price that I want. But who gives a shit? Yes, at least it's going to a good home. Oh, fuck you. Anyway, even my son, a lot of times, even more than me, he goes, hey, don't post that for a couple of days. These people really, thought I was in love with their bike. And I was like, and I am. We'll find it a good home, a real good home. That's the amazing thing about these motorcycles. We always seem to find, or God does, or whatever, just the right person. They just, there's an ass for every seat, right? I'm sorry I forgot the hot dog today, Limpy boy. Please quit limping, Mr. Oliver. Anyway, so shit continues to happen. It's just final lessons we have to learn. I believe this thing is coming to pass that I've been talking about for 10 years. Or, God, Lord, at least 10 years. I've got like 2,600 videos, but the first 1,300 they deleted because I was just such a bad boy. I just said things I'm not supposed to say. But I got like 1,300 plus on this channel. And the bots are constantly looking up and down and through, past, you can get flagged for shit you said years ago. And it's like, what? There's that guy on the Academy Awards. He was going to host the Academy Awards, and they found some video that he'd posted like 10 years previous. And fired him because of that. And he's like, damn. People can change, can't they? It's like my wife, when we first started dating, she had just come out of a marriage and told me she did not want to be exclusive. And I'm like, I understood that because I did the same thing. And so she called me up, or I called her up, whatever. Or she called me up, and she was talking about coming over. I said, well, I got a date. You wanted to be exclusive, and I've made a date. And she's like, you wanted to be, not just dating each other. And she goes, well, I can change my mind, can't I? So I said, okay, come on over. And I called the girl that I had a date with. Cost me a watch because I'd left my watch at her house, damn it. joked with my friend Rusty. I broke the date, in other words, and then we've been together ever since. Anyway, I called Rusty for some reason, told him about it, and he says, well, I said, I lost my watch. He goes, well, it might be worth a watch, you know. So shit keeps happening. I believe it's all going down exactly the way I said. Timelines keep changing every time you fart. Just stay positive, be positive, think positive, paint a positive picture. And stay away from negative family members that'll bring you down. That's probably what that is. And stay positive and be positive and live for that timeline, which I believe is here and it's real and all that good stuff. And but how long it's going to take, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I have Oliver or not. I hope I do. What else? Yeah, just you still got lessons to learn, and God's putting us through lessons still. But you know, like the guy getting his feelings hurt. How long will it take me to recover? Well, I recovered pretty fast this time, so hey, I passed that test. Maybe, I don't know. So anyway, you're still gonna have test, trials, and temptations. Just trying to keep going with the flow and paint that positive picture of what you want. If you want to die, die. A lot of people are choosing that. A lot of people. They can't deal with being made young again and money no object. Really, I don't understand it, but they want to hang on to this horrible life here. So, don't hang on to it. Let's go.